Good afternoon, welcome to VANIK-IAS, and we'll discuss current affair of 16th July. First, consider the following statements regarding global gender gap index. Yes. So, it is released by World Economic Forum. Yes, it is global gender gap index. It is released by World Economic Forum. There are four sub indices to measure the index. Yes, there are four sub indices to measure the index, that is global gender gap index. Then the 2022 Global Gender Gap Index ranks India 129 out of 146 countries. This is wrong. It is India is ranked at 135, right? And what are the for those four indices? These four indices are one is economic participation and opportunity, one is economic participation, and opportunity. Second is educational attainment. Educational attainment, that is health and survival. Health and survival. Fourth is political empowerment. Political empowerment. These are the four sub indices in which the global gender gap index is calculated. Right. So one and two options are right. It is 135 rank out of 146 countries. Next. Consider the following statements regarding G20. G20 Summit 2020, yes, 2022, it is hosted by Indonesia. Yes, it is getting hosted at Bali, Indonesia. G20 Summit. It was founded in 1999 in the backdrop of financial crisis of late 1990s. Founded in 1999 in the backdrop of financial crisis of late 1990s. So, here both the statements are right, right. And also after it was started as a ministerial forum. After that, it became formalized after the 2008 financial crisis. It got formalized. So both 1 and 2 are the answers regarding G20. Then dark matter. What are dark matters? Dark matter is made up of particles that do not have charge. Yes, it is made up of particles that do not have charge. These are the particles that are dark, namely because they do not emit light. Yes, that is right. The evidence of dark matter can be traced easily. No, it cannot be traced easily. Why it cannot be traced easily? The reason is that only 5% of the total universe is visible. Rest, rest all the part are called as dark matter or dark energy. Right? So around 95% is dark matter or dark energy, which is not explored, which is not visible till now. Right? So we are able to see 5% of the universe. So 3 is wrong, right? It cannot be easily traced. So 1 and 2 options are right. It is do not have charge and they do not emit any light. They also reveal that universe is expanding. Remember, universe is expanding. Next, consider the following statements about red pandas. Statements about red pandas. Red pandas are largely vegetarian, eating chiefly young leaves or shoot of bamboo. Yes, it is right. And red panda is slightly smaller than a domestic cat. No, it's not smaller than a domestic cat. With bear-like body and roseate coat, it's not a so this statement is wrong. It is not smaller like domestic cat. Red pandas are live in high altitude forest of Nepal, India, Bhutan, Myanmar, and China. This is right. Right. And so far the red panda is concerned, they are endangered species endangered according to IUCN status, and they are protected under CITES Appendix 1 and Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. And remember, it is state animal of Sikkim. Red panda is state animal of Sikkim. Just 1 second, 1 minute, wait a minute. Then consider the following statements about Drug Controller General of India. Drug Controller General of India (DGCI). DGCI regulates medical and pharmaceutical devices. Yes, medical and it is the Drug Controller General of India, medical, and it is responsible for training of drug analysts reputed by state drug control laboratories and other institutions. Yes, the multiple functions of Drug Control General of India. It also ban if a drug, if that has multiple uh, bad effects on human being, right? Uh, it controls it also controls the pricing of various drugs, essential drugs. So both the statements 1 and 2 are right regarding Drug Control General of India. Floating solar plant will have pontoon, a mooring structure prevent panels from moving freely in the water. Yes, right. The fast floating photovoltaic system was built in South Korea. It is not South Korea, it's Japan. It is built in Japan and world's largest floating plant in China. This is right. So overall the statement is wrong. Right. India's only, this is not only, largest and polar power plant is fully operational at Ramagundam Reservoir in Telangana state. This is wrong. It's not only, there is also in Gurugram. It is not fully full operational, right? So one option is, only one option is right option. So whenever you see fully operational only, then such statements are wrong. Internet and Mobile Association of India (IMAI) is the country's only organization representing digital services industry. Yes, it is only relation that is representing the digital services industry. Blockchain Crypto Assets Council serves as an umbrella organization for various blockchain firms engagement of the government. IMI works under the Ministry of Electronics and see, this is association. Whenever see association, that is not of government. So it doesn't work on the Ministry of. It is society. It's a society under Society Act, Registration Act. So this IMAI is a society. So these statements are wrong. One will take one and two only statements are only right. Next, for forest land beyond 2 hectares, approval for diverting land must be given by the central government, the forest advisory committee. Now this is around 40 hectares. If forest land is more than 40 hectares to be diverted, then that will be given by the central ministry. If it is less than 40 hectares, then state government can do it. So past statement is wrong. The FSC approval means users of the land should provide compensatory land for afforestation as well as pay for the net present value. Yes, that is also right. Compensatory afforestation fund, it is created in 2018 by Compensatory Afforestation Act 2016. Right. That means for that, if you are purchasing a forest land, you have to give equal amount of land, and you have to give that much amount of money so that that much forest can be created. Right. Double the amount. You have to pay double the amount if that is in urban areas and same amount in case of rural areas. So this answer is 2 only. And remember, the share of central government and state government, the share of central government and state government is 10 is to 90. That means central government can spend 10% of the money of that goes to compensatory afforestation, whereas 90% fund will be spent by the state government regarding afforestation. Right. So 2 only answer is the right answer. National flag made up of polyester or machine made of national flags are not allowed for use. This is not allowed. This is allowed because many times many of them are getting you. They are allowed because most of in many areas their machine made national flags are used. And made of polyester are also used. Hosting national flag by individuals at their private premises is prohibited. It's not prohibited. So one and two options are right regarding national flag. Okay, remember. But you are not allowed to insult national park. You cannot prohibit a person cannot prohibit another person from singing national anthem. You cannot insult national flag. That is a punishable offense, and so these things are prohibited, right? Prohibited under that is prevention to of insults to national honor act. Preventions Prevention to insult to national honor act. Honor Act of 1971. This this is it calculates that the offences insulting national flag is offense, and also insulting the Constitution of India, and also preventing somebody singing national anthem. This is a punishable offense. Next, under Article 101, MPs do not enjoy freedom to say whatever they want to whatever they want to inside the house. No, this is wrong. They can speak. They do enjoy the freedom to speak anything inside the house they want. Under Article 105 of the Constitution, Speaker has the authority to expunge the words spoken by MPs in the uh, proceedings of the House. The Speaker has the right to do that, to expunge the words spoken by the MPs. That is not, but that is not mentioned in the under Article 105 of the Constitution. That is wrong. Article 105 of the Constitution, it recognizes the rights of MPs inside the legislature, right? So this expansion, it is mentioned in rules of procedure. In rules of procedure of Parliament, there is a rule, that is rule 380. In rule 380, Speaker can expunge the words if that is defamatory or indecent or unparliamentary. It has the right to do that, right? But Article 105 talks about the privileges. It talks about the privileges that is enjoyed by a MP. Right? For example, what are privileges enjoyed by, that is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. MP enjoy freedom of speech inside Parliament. Also, it also enjoys freedom from arrest during the. He cannot be arrested in a civil case 40 days or before or after the adjournment of the House. 40 days before or after the before or after adjournment of House, he cannot be arrested. Right. So there is also exemption from attendance as witness. You cannot be forced to become a witness or called by court. So these are the rights enjoyed, privileges enjoyed by MP under Article 105. So here both the statements are incorrect. C and D are B and C. 1 and 2 are incorrect. We can discuss some preliminary facts, that is global gender gap index. Right? It is released by World Economic Forum. I have already discussed, and it's a long-standing index. I guess there are four dimensions: economic participation, education and attainment, health and survival, political empowerment. Right? And India has secured 135 rank out of 146 countries. 146 countries in global gender gap index. Next. These are some dimensions. Stand specific. Political empowerment is quite low, right? Political empowerment is quite low. For example, we have only 15% of MPs who are women, but we have given reservation of 33% in case of Panchayat Raj elections. Okay. G20 Foreign Minister meeting. G20 Foreign Minister meeting. It has concluded in Bali, Indonesia. Concluded in Bali, Indonesia. Yesterday, Indonesia. Its theme is recover together, recover stronger. Recover together, recover stronger is the theme of G20 meeting 2022. And the primary discussion was Russian invasion in Ukraine and the impact on food security and energy development in this meeting. Russia's top diplomat walked out of the meeting and announced the West for frenzied criticism and squandering a chance to tackle the global economic problems. The forum was the first face-to-face meeting between Russia and the from critics of the war. Right. India, China. External Affairs Minister of India's State Council of Foreign Minister China, India has called for early resolution of the issues at LAC in Eastern Ladakh, right? And in Pongang Solek, there is disputed, right? There is engagement in some protection areas. There is some development, borderline development in development of infrastructure. There is deployment of forces. So both countries, India has um, urged to de-escalate the tension in the Eastern Ladakh and during the in the LAC. Then origin of G20. It was backdrop of 1990 backdrop financial crisis in the late 1990s that hit Asia and Southeast Asia in particular in aim to secure global financial stability by involving middle income countries. Middle income countries. G20 is consist of middle income countries. On the advice of G7 finance ministers, G20 finance ministers and central bank governors began holding meetings to discuss the response above. So this consists of finance ministers and central bank governors to respond to global financial crisis. Policy coordination between members in order to achieve global economic stability, sustainable growth, promote financial regulations that reduce the risk and prevent future financial crisis. So it started in G20 started in 1990s or late 1990s. Dark matter. Recently, Locks Zeppelin LZ in South Dakota in US being considered the most sensitive dark matter detector of the world. Locks Zeppelin in South Dakota in the US is considered the most sensitive dark matter detector in the world. What is dark matter? It is that entire visible part of the universe. Yes, the entire visible part of the universe is only 5%. They have the rest made up of dark matter or dark energy. Why matter is same as energy? Because E equal to mc square. Matter and energy are compatible to each other. Once this was convincingly demonstrated through various indirect observations and calculations, experiments started being set up hunt for these elusive particles. Okay. So what are about dark matter? The particles they do not have charge. Remember dark matter they do not have charge. Dark do not have charge. They are dark because they do not emit light. They possess mass like normal matter, hence interact through gravity. Detecting dark matter. It is very difficult to measure evidence dark matter. Gravitational force is extremely weak. It is weakest force of nature. Remember gravitational force is the weakest force of nature. It is because this is because interaction from other known particles, cloud drawn out signals of dark matter particles. Other known particles, cloud is out signals of dark matter particles. The chamber of LZ detector contains sort of 1 gram of dust. If it is to detect a dark matter particle, can contain only 1 gram of dust. So it is very difficult. It's very complicated, very I mean we can say delicate method. This is to extent which researchers have to go to rule unwanted signals coming from other entities. So they have to. It is very difficult to that is so we know that it is very difficult to get the evidence of dark matter, right? Okay. Today's question is the CIC Central Information Commission is the highest appellate body under the RTI Act. However, it has own limitations. CIC. In this context, this is the power and function of Central Information Commission. So it's all about the bodies, right? UPSC may ask about different bodies. For example, UPSC, it may ask about UPSC, it may ask about other organizations, for example, this is here it is asked about the CIC, Central Information Commission. So please try to write it based on RTI Act, how it is a statutory body, right? It is a statutory body in introduction, and that is established in 2005 because of RTI Act. Highly powered independent body, right? It has contains complaints and appeals regarding financial institution, public sector undertaking, central government, and union territories. So please try to write this question. And today's lecture ends here. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to VANIK-IAS. Thank you.